turn that off. Ah. I actually don't even need V-Bridger because this model isn't rigged with V-Bridger. Also, everything's breaking already. We're off to a great start. What is my command for... There's a singular toggle that I am after. Is it this? Ah, it's that. There we go. Important. I figured that this model doesn't exactly get used all that much anymore, so... And by that I mean it's never going to get used again unless I use it as a joke. I didn't have old scuff model, so I decided to go with this. We'll also remove that. We really did put a decent amount of time into this model. And then we did all sorts of redesigning and shit. I do have to manually do literally everything, though, on this. Oh. Huh. There are definitely some quirks to this, just due to how my old modeling and rigging style was. This is a lot of stuff that I've changed over the years, like, over the past year. I don't even... Is this model a year old yet? Is this model a year old? Also, let me get some music going. Because where I need to find out what the this one is. But I need to figure out what the name was for the other Amaya song was. Oh right, the other thing I was going to do, I need to check how old this model is. I think it's over a year. Yeah, 9/30/2023. So this model's over a year old. I don't know why it didn't dawn on me that it was, because we were in the middle of redesigning. When their anniversary happened this past year. this is a very small game, so I'll just install into here. I have two things that I'm going to do tonight. I don't think either of them is terribly long. So we might have to do a stream. Oh, God, I'm yawning up a storm again. We'll flip a coin as to which I'm going to do first. The demo or the main event? Demo first. An appetizer. Something actually normal. Or not. This was not a game that actually had a permanent demo. I should have taken advantage of when I had the chance. I guess we're going straight into main event then. Oh, this is a small screen game. Can I full screen it? Yes. Yeah, and I have to manually move myself. Game, would you like to be picked up? Hello? There we go. I didn't want to shift over to VTube until it picked up the game, otherwise it was going to pick up VTube instead. Then I'd have to freaking shift everything around. If today winds up being a short stream, though, then it's fine, because I do have art to work on. Or we could yap. Yapping also works. Dog? Not who I expected. Come here. I expected you to just sit next to the door until they came back home. Can I help you? Why did you come back here? Alright, go. Alright. Sure. You walk along your way to the forest in search of the field of sunflowers. After some time, you come across the sunflower garden. You meet the person you're looking for. Hey, that's as far as you go. I really don't want you stepping on these sunflowers. You'll hurt the poor tortured souls that live inside them. Just kidding. Mostly. I'm Yuka Kazumi. You must here for the CBT sessions. I mostly just keep to myself and enjoy the company of flowers all year round. But I figured it can't hurt to learn more about humans and how their minds work. So I picked up a psychology book that at that half-yokai shop owner had lying around in the store. It was there that I learned of cognitive behavioral therapy. It seemed pretty useful, and I couldn't help but want to share it with a few humans. And here we are. So glad you could make it. Really glad you could make it. Real glad. Anyway, so nice of you to join me. The human mind, it's deep and complex. It's amazing. But at the same time, it's quite irrational, downright absurd at some points. Our brain is ultimately trying to protect itself, but sometimes it overreacts to things that aren't really viable threats to our safety and well-being. These irrational thoughts can cause a slew of problems to our mental health. That's where cognitive behavioral therapy comes in. Essentially, cognitive behavioral therapy... God, I will never say that word properly anytime that I try and read through it. It's using logic-based strategies to help alleviate symptoms of poor mental health. Our problems come from irrationality, so it's only natural that grounding ourselves in logic and reason can help us live better. We can't change how we feel, but we can certainly change how we react. And by changing how we react, we can eventually change how we feel. It becomes a full circle, just like nature itself. Kinda beautiful when you think about it that way. With cognitive behavioral therapy, I got close. I was close. You can take some steps to finally reclaim your true self. With that said, this is different from simply giving you advice. These are actual activities that you have to try multiple times to see results. But you wouldn't have come all this way to put at least some effort in, right? It wouldn't be very nice to waste your time here. Or my time. Wouldn't be nice. What? At all. With that said, let's begin the first lesson. This one is about negative or inaccurate thinking. In life, sometimes things do not go our way. Naturally, this is perfectly normal and bound to happen eventually. However, sometimes we think the worst possible things as a result of when the unexpected occurs. As a result, we may develop certain lines of thinking that are not in line with reality. To combat this, we simply need to challenge these overblown thoughts with reality. For example, let's say you said hi to a friend you saw across a hall or a street, but oh no, they seemingly completely ignored you. Now tell me, what's the reason for this? What usually comes to your mind when something like this happens? I mean, the answer is probably that they didn't see me? Like, let me double check this. Across a hall or street, yeah, they might not have just heard or anything. I guess we'll go with the middle one. It's common to think that at first glance. Well, as you have demonstrated, it's easy to jump to a conclusion it must be our fault when something like this happens. However, this is mostly an emotional side talking to us this way. We have not yet challenged it with logic. Now I will demonstrate some more logical grounds as to why your friend might have ignored you. They could have been busy with something that took up all their attention. They thought it was a stranger calling someone else. They could have been dealing with something serious and your voice was drowned out. They simply didn't hear you. That's the one I was going with. See, isn't that better? Don't you find it much more likely that they just didn't hear you than them hating you over something you're not even sure what would have made them upset? Next time you think of such negative thoughts, try to counter it with logic. Instead of thinking they walked past me because they hate me, try something much more logical. They're probably busy with something and simply didn't hear me. Of course, it doesn't apply to just friends, it can apply to anything. For instance, I myself don't particularly have any close friends, but I still worry about some things. When I go flower gazing, a thought will pop into my head. I'll think, oh no, what if someone interrupts my gazing and ruins the flowers I enjoy watching so much? You live in Jinsokyo, it's bound to happen. But then I go, don't worry. The moment he so much as caresses these flowers, I'll slowly turn him inside out with my pinky finger and make his family watch. Perfect reason to use the old art style for her. Jesus fucking Christ. And just like that, I feel much better after that. Oh, but such a thing doesn't really relate to you. Here's one. Let's say you want to go to the doctor, but you're scared of needles and don't want to get seriously injured. Once again, just challenge it with logic. Counter with something like, she's a trained professional who has done this countless times. The chance of anything going seriously wrong are extremely low. Now I hope you get the general idea. Overall, if you get any negative thoughts that are causing you unease, be sure to try and challenge them with logic-based thoughts. Oh, and I wouldn't have grand arguments with yourself in your head. Just simply address the thoughts. And remember, you don't have to entirely believe in what you counter with. The important thing is that you just respond in an appropriate manner. Well, that concludes our first lesson. Now on to the next lesson. Alright, did you all actually keep track of that class? Chat. Class. What was I thinking of earlier? Ah, right. The muffins. Let me, do one thing real quick. There we go. This one is about thought journals. Thought journals are the use of writing down your negative feelings and identifying patterns of harmful and often illogical thinking, then challenging those lines of thinking with more helpful, balanced, and logical thoughts. First, you write exactly what is causing you distress and why. Be as specific as you can. Write down what you're feeling. You can even note the intensity of how you feel. Then, when you have written it out, identify the portions of irrational thinking present in what you have written. Finally, after you have identified the irrational portions, change them with more healthy, balanced thoughts that are based on logic. This is helpful not only because you're challenging your beliefs again, but also because you're writing down thoughts. Your thoughts allows you to give them a whole new perspective that can help you cope better. Now, the tricky part is identifying what exactly wrote down that's irrational. I think it's best if I give you an example of what a proper thought journal entry looks like. Take a look at this. Holy shit. I tailor-made it for a common situation the humans face. Alright, What's bothering me? I think my friends actually don't like me and don't want to hang out with me because I'm a depressing person who brings them down. How this makes me feel: sad, depressed, lonely, hopeless. How bad it hurts? 7 out of 10. Hurts pretty bad. Irrational lines of thinking present in this thought. Mind reading. I am assuming what my friends are thinking about me, even though I cannot read their minds. There's no way to know what they're thinking without them actually telling me. Negative assumptions. I'm thinking my friends don't like me. However, I did not take into account the nice things they've done for me that prove they do in fact like me. Emotional reasoning. I am only going off this based on feeling alone, and not logic. There is no evidence to suggest that my friends secretly despise me. But a more balanced, reasonable thought. My friends wouldn't actually be my friends if they didn't like me. I can always ask them if there's anything I do that puts them in a worse mood, or they can just tell me themselves and we can work from there. And with that, you should have an understanding of what a thought journal is and how to use it. It involves more effort, but that can be more helpful. That's generally what you have to put when it comes to more extensive therapy. Oh, on to the final lesson. Okay, wow, okay, this game might be a lot shorter than I thought. We might just be yapping for a long time. Or, for a notable amount more, unless there's... We might hunt something else down. I think I have another game along this line that might fit. This one is called Belief Experimentation. This one is a step further from what you've learned so far. This one is the most powerful CBT strategy you can learn. As the name implies, a belief experiment is when you act out on something that you think may cause you distress, and then noting what actually happened when you acted it out. Okay. Interesting. Since our negative feelings are not based on reality, acting them out and noting what happens is one of the best ways you can ease troubles. This is because, more often than not, what actually transpired doesn't match what we thought would happen in our minds. Now to get started, first start by writing down the experiment you're going to do based on your troubles. Then write down what you think is going to happen. Next, perform your experiment, whatever that may be. Then you write down what actually ended up happening and what you learned from it. Was it as bad as you thought it was? Was it positive or negative outcome? Would you be doing this again in the future? Did it ease your troubles? I don't know. Let's find out. Where's the thing? Here's the thing. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but it was unpleasant. I didn't expect a crunch on that. Sent a shiver down my spine. I don't like that. Anyway, I guess it eased my troubles a little bit. Just like the thought journal, reflection is key. I know, I'll perform a belief experiment myself. I already finished some of it anyway. Here goes. Experiment. I shall give CBT lessons to a human. Prediction. The human will end up wasting my time because I believe humans to be weak and disappointing. Okay. Off to a great start. Outcome. Well, I guess now's as good as any of a time to show you my new spell card. Now then, oh! Oh, I didn't expect this to take this turn. I guess that I always have been a believer in the greatest spell is gun. Well, fuck, dude. Now then, where were we? Alright, we were just seeing if you were actually wasting my time or not. Let me quiz you on some things we learned today. If you get it right, that means you have indeed been listening and therefore have not been wasting my time, thus proving that humans aren't so bad after all. And if I fail, I guess I get shot. Get it wrong, and well, you'll be confirming what I knew. But that's okay. Doesn't affect me in the slightest. Now, on to the first question. Let's start with something basic. What does CBT stand for? Siuka Biscute. I like... Okay, I wanna... Well, I guess that's good enough. Next... Oh, that worked. I can't believe that worked. What about this one? Okay, I'll let that slide. Next question. Oh. Next question, I guess. Oh. Okay. I'll give the actual answer, though. Good. Now for the next question. What is cognitive thought journal? When you write down about events that's bothering you and find flaws in your line of thought. When you write... Okay, we're gonna save here as well. When you write about how cute Yuka is. Well, I guess you earned the final question. When you write about how you're going to make Yuka happy. Looks like you made it to the final question. Okay, so... Well, let's see if you can answer the next question. When you write about events that's bothering you and find flaws in your line of thought. Very nice. On to the last question. What is a belief experiment? When you experiment with calling Yuka cute. Okay. Okay, so it's like kind of just a straight line either way. There's some like variance in it, but when you act out on what's bothering you and take note of what actually transpired. Okay, so that one is actually just straight the same answer no matter what you choose. Come now, I was never going to hurt you. I just like to have fun and toy around with humans. They're so... unique. Sometimes I just mess around with them. Other times they turn into fertilizer for the sunflower. I absolutely love Toho fan game makers, specifically because of this. They'll like have all the stuff that's like, okay, we're having our own fan game, but then they remind you, oh yeah, this is still Toho. We will just actually have someone casually mention how they are going to murder anyone that pisses them off, and, well, it depends on which character it is. Melt them, turn them into fertilizer, eat them, drain them until they were nothing but a husk. In more ways than one, depending on the source material. Or depending on the actual material that they're making, I should say. Mostly kidding with that one. Anyway, let's take a thought experiment from the top now, shall we? Experiment. I shall give CBT lessons to a human. Prediction. The human will end up wasting my time because I believe humans to be weak and disappointing. Outcome. Prediction did not come true. The human listened to me attentively, answered every question correctly, exceeded my expectations, and thoroughly entertained me. Reflection. Humans can be a wonderful source of entertainment. I shall hang out with them more. Particularly, this human right here. Oh, I guess this goes without saying, but when you feel scared or frightened, always remember the happy times in your life. Please remember. Good memories can save your life, as they say. Well, that concludes the lessons. Try out whichever method works best for you whenever you need to use it. Make use of what I taught you today. I mean it. That's it. I had a really good time today. Thank you. You're free to come back anytime you want to if you need a refresher. I do hope to see you soon. I better see you soon. Well, take care now. So if we'll go with this one. What does the final bit? Okay, no. There is no real change on that. That was a cute little 30 minutes. Oh, I'm behind everything. What if Alright, I forgot there's several bits on this that aren't complete because this is the test model. It's even more scuffed than the actual final model that I gave Teber. What else do we have? How many trading cards are there in this? It's not a very long game. I can't imagine that there's a lot of cards for it. This is an extra 99 cents on top of it. I could. Oh, this is also by the same people that did, I Am Sakuya. Okay, I'm gonna look at... something real quick, and then I'll decide if we're going to spend 99 cents on this. That's weird. Right, that's the... Okay, so that's in order. Let's not. Maybe? Why does this say 100%, but there is a negative review in it? Fuck it, we'll do it. So if I go into this, if I play, will it just... Okay, it is downloading now. So if I go into this now, which game do you want to play? Okay. Let me go back over to this, wait for it to pick up. There we go. A little there? Sure, we'll go there. Getting help with patchouli knowledge. After making your way to the mansion, you wander aimlessly around the library looking for the person who might be able to help you. After a while, you find the person you're looking for and greet her. Actually, before we get properly started, I'll just do ad break now, because we're only about 10 minutes out. back. And the game's not. There we go. Ugh. My freaking chair is not wanting to cooperate with me. I need to get a new pad under the thing so that it actually rolls properly again. I didn't see you there. I'd imagine you didn't have too much trouble getting here, given how rather easy it is to get past our mansion gates. Normally, I'd fry an intruder to a crisp, but I don't sense one shred of danger in your aura. And that look on your face, you seem like you need some help. I'm Patchouli Knowledge. What brings you here? Oh, you're the... Oh, perfect timing. I've actually been looking for you. Thanks for showing up. I have a story to tell you. The story is 100% true. None of it has been made up. Just for you, I'm going to use the full extent of what I've learned during my reading. It dates back a long time ago, so get comfortable. This may take a while. Ugh, my nose. Long ago, before even Remilly and I were born, the people told rumors of a sacred object that would give you the entire world. If you had this sacred artifact, you would have power beyond your wildest dreams. As long as you had it, you would have the heart of a lion, the strength of 100 men, the cunning of a snake, and the speed of a leopard. However, it became apparent that only those with a pure and noble heart could use it. For that reason, this sacred artifact is the reason behind the rise and fall of many civilizations throughout history. Ah, yes, the most important of artifacts. The Foom. Also, are my captions not working? What the fuck? It originated when the artifact stood on the top of a rock on a hill somewhere in ancient Britannia. Britannia? Britannia. But no man or woman was able to take it off the stone until one day a young boy named Charles... No, wait. It wasn't Charles, it was... Ah, right. It was none other than Caesar. Or Kaiser. Also, that's the wrong then. Might be intentional, though. And when Kaiser took the Fumo out of the stone, he was in complete awe over this newfound strength. He personally treaded 200,000 miles back to Rome. He then built up the entire Roman Empire from the ground up with his bare hands. The sacred artifact laid on top of it as a true testament to its power. But alas, he went mad with power and abused his position. He became no more cruel than he was merciful. Everyone revolted against the cruel emperor. And at the last moment, when he needed it, the sacred artifact vanished before his very eyes. Kaiser was killed by his own people. Overnight, every single Roman city collapsed and crumbled. And that's how the Roman Empire fell. Anyways, that's enough history for now. What I meant to show you is... surprise! Sakuya? Why is Sakuya here? You're supposed to... Did that game come out before this? One moment. Is Sakuya Izuyoi gives you advice and dabs before this DLC came out? February 10th of 2021 for this DLC. February 10th of 2020. I guess it was. Was CBT October 19th of 20? So Saki Izuyoi gives you advice and dabs was like the first in the grouping. So where's Nitori then? Because March 10th of 2020 also had Saki Izuyoi gives you advice and dabs. DLC Nitori Kawashiro offers you advice for cucumbers and eats the cucumbers. Alright, anyway, back to it. Happy birthday. We heard the news and decided we should all come. 27. 27. How old are you now? 18, 19, 21, 25? 27. It doesn't matter. You still look cute enough to be chopped up into 30 tiny pieces and eaten. Definitely one way to phrase that, I suppose. Indeed, maybe I can cook you up and feed the mistress while we're at it. It would make a rather nice snack. Just kidding. Oh, we are? Darn, I was getting excited for a second there. Anyways, Patchouli, I believe you have something for our special guest? That's right. It wouldn't be much of a birthday without a present. Of course. It's about that legendary artifact I was talking about earlier. It was found on the borders of Jinsokyo, and we managed to procure it through slightly questionable means. Here you go, King. You dropped this. With this, as long as you have a noble heart, there's nothing you won't be able to do. It's yours now. Okay, I'm going to save here. Oh, interesting. This is all just in the same thing. Tell them it's not your birthday. You tell them you appreciate the kind gesture, but they're mistaken. Your tone immediately changes, and you assure them that it's in fact your birthday. You then proceed to take the artifact. As soon as you touch it, it disappears and you can feel its essence seep inside of you. So, okay, yeah, it redirects you around to it because I do like this one. Just because it brings up the gun model. Well, look at that. The human became one with it. I've never seen anything like it. One more thing, human. It's a request from all of us. That's right. We do care about you and your well-being. Indeed, that's why. We want you to promise us that you'll never stop getting better. And if you ever feel down again, please don't hesitate to see me again. I need to get the Sakio one. I'll get that another time, though. Or me. I promise I won't hurt you for the most part. Well, time to celebrate. I'll bring the cake. I'll get Kawakama to fetch the drinks. Then I'll stay with the human in the meantime. Don't get too excited. Don't get too excited now, Yuka. Can't promise you that. Hopefully Yuka will behave herself while the others are gone. Hopefully. Okay, that was even shorter. That did bring us up to an hour. What else do I have? I can theoretically clear out the whole thing, I suppose. Because I do have 3 more trading cards I can theoretically get. What else do I have, though? Ugh, excuse me. Pop this. Let's see here. I believe I had at least one other. I mean, if I don't, I could theoretically... We could watch Cherno and Fumo. I don't know if there's a new episode of that out or not. It kind of surprises me that I Am Sakia has a VR version. I'm not terribly opposed to having a shorter stream today, though I would prefer to have at least 2 hours. So I don't even know if there's anyone else that would be live at this point. I mean, the primary person that I normally raid into on a Tuesday is Piho. Oh right, I forgot they're doing tier lists today. What even is their tier list that they're doing? I have Psychopomp? Oh, I have Psychopomp Standard. Psychopomp Gold's the one that everyone was doing. What in God's green earth are they doing? Interesting. I have no idea what the fuck they're doing. I think they're just doing that, Hey Jamon, how you doing tonight? What you talking about? I'm Nasu. Always have been. This is what I've always looked like. Do I have any other... I go into... I don't even know if I could consider it Tepper's skin anymore. Considering... I don't know how long this game is. It's early access, free to play. Maybe hold off on that one. Maybe we do just do a little bit of media share for the end portion of this. Or perhaps people can have light guns on their freaking PCs? You know what, fine, we'll play this. This looks kinda sick. I'm doing alright. We'll see how long that lasts, considering for all I know we have Heat coming back tomorrow. Though I do have story time coming in tomorrow as well. And I'm very interested to see how that goes. Because Crack and I haven't vocally talked in a while, so she wanted to yap a bit tomorrow. Do some catch up and discuss certain things. Because all we've really done is pop into each other's streams because both of us have been dead busy for however fucking long. But she's got work, and I have a garbage sleep schedule for pretty much anyone in the States. I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave music playing, but I really have to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Where's my be right back? I'll freaking leave the advert slideshow going. I need to change out the advert slideshow a little bit, because I need to add that to it. Hup. What's cool? I don't know what that's in reference to. Partially because I don't remember what I said on my way out. Let me add... Where is it? Not in that, it's in gift arts. Pop. Yep, there it is. I'll also have to... We'll just do that now. Parties. Add files. Gift arts. Pop that in there. Okay. I have no idea where this originally was, is the problem. Does that fit in properly, though? The way that I have this cropped, I have to make sure that things that I put into it are actually able to fit with the character in them. Yeah, we're good. Alright, we'll boot this up. Hop over to this. Might as well just leave this. If game would like to boot up. That was fucking loud. Pop over to this, pop back over to this. That way, hopefully it shows up. Oh, crisis.
Oh, crisis.
It really does just yell at me every time it freaking... Alright, so now we hop over into this because I don't have anything auto set up, obviously, because why would I? I never use this model. Make sure that some of the thighs are showing as well. Give the people what they want.
Oh, crisis.
That is so goddamn loud. Good space, that checks out. It's one of those games. Yep. Interesting. by that I mean a notable amount. Because I have my headphones down and this is still fucking loud. Music down a little bit further. Yeah, you guys couldn't hear me during like any of that, I don't think. That's some insane audio. As Raymond Hopper. Look at this.
Action.
Oh, fuck.
Reload.
Okay, she throws twice is the problem.
Reload. 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 Reload.
Oh, fuck.
Reload. 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 Reload.
Oh, what?
Reload.
Ah, fucker.
Reload.
That hits a lot earlier than I
Reload.
expected to. Is she able to hit me
Reload.
even behind the thing when she freaking does the,
Reload. Reload.
Okay, she does
Reload.
5 in that.
Reload. 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 Reload.
Uh-oh. That's fucked up.
Reload.
I forgot she does 5 on that.
Reload. Reload.
As long as I'm down already when she does that.
Reload.
8 shots is not a whole lot.
Reload.
I got my ass kicked.
Action. Reload. 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 Reload.
Ooh, didn't realize she had a knife out.
Reload. 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 Reload.
I fucked up.
Reload.
I wanted to get the...
Reload.
I could have probably finished her off before that.
Reload. 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 Reload.
Damn it. I got focused on the freaking saucer.
Reload.
Oh, you fuck.
Reload. Reload.
Let's just restart.
Action. Reload. 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 Reload.
Fuck.
Reload. 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 Reload.
Oh, this is bad. I take a mandatory hit during that, which sucks.
Reload. Reload.
When I'm paying attention and I can tell when she's going for the freaking cross arm to slow time or freeze time, I'm fine.
Reload. Reload.
Like that.
Reload.
I think I only got hit twice on that one. Much better. Can I 1cc though?
Action. Reload. 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 Reload.
Got up too early.
Action. Reload. Action. Reload. 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 Reload.
I really dislike when I get a double whammy
Reload.
like that one.
Reload.
Fuck.
Action.
Actually, let's go back to the title and just force myself into 1cc. That way I...
Action. Reload.
Yeah. Okay.
Action. Reload.
I was down. That's the kind of thing that's gonna really be irritating, is when I'm freaking
Action.
in cover and I still get hit by that attack.
Reload. 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 Reload.
Ooh.
Reload.
So close. I'm a fucking god. How do I get the, I didn't actually hide that again once I was done. That's what you get for trying to take pot shots while she's stopping time, and yes, this is a JoJo reference. I got that. Winning as Reimu. So, am I able to change characters? I'm gonna boot it up, but I'm not gonna swap over because I don't know if I can change characters. If I can change characters, I'll... Oh, I can change characters. We'll play as Marissa then. Surely...
Action. Reload.
Fuck. I didn't think that she got to that until...
Action. Reload.
Fuck! I thought I could... I thought that I could, finish her off before.
Action. Reload. 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 Reload.
really irritates me when those overlap in just the right way.
Reload.
Make me have to duck the entire fucking way through. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize she was going for a slash.
Action. Reload. 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 Action. Reload. 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 Reload.
Ugh.
Action. Reload.
Just frames.
Reload.
Remembered that.
Reload. 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 Reload.
Sometimes it feels like it swaps my weapons on me without me telling it to.
Reload. Reload. Reload.
Oh, I don't know if I'm low enough yet. I might still take a hit from that. I got lucky.
Reload. Reload.
Oh, I got greedy. We did it. 1 CC with Marissa as well. The only achievement aside from that is online match. M4G1C. Congrats on winning as Marissa. You see, it's a reference to the M4 carbine rifle, but then you sneak in elite speak to spell M magic. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on this. Oh, Remington 890. Congrats on winning as Remu. You see it's a pun on the Remington shotgun. Added Remu to it. Also, the 890, when read separately in Japanese, sounds like Hakurai. It's a reference to a YouTube video by the same name. Give it a watch. And then, obviously, the Zawarudo. Yes, it's a JoJo reference. Mystery Reel, I might play next week, maybe. Dream Logical World, I think, is the one that is super fucking, like, jacked into oblivion and has gotten a few comments on it that are less than stellar. And then the devs got really upset that people were not happy about spell cards that actually just cheat. That was pretty fun, though. Even though I did do a stupid a few different times. I wonder if there's gonna be anything else to Touhou Crisis. It was only about 30 minutes on its own. It's free, so I'm not exactly expecting them to just, you know, throw 500 fucking hours or something. Originally developed in 72 hours, 6 Touhou fan game jam. That checks out. I didn't realize that freaking Marissa has cat face during this. Two playable characters, online co-op. That was enjoyable. I wonder if these guys did anything else. No, they, the only other thing they have is their art book, which I do kind of like the little bits of it. I don't know if I'll get that 4th achievement. I guess it's up to Tepper if they want to go through a round or something on it at some point. I haven't gotten Arcadia's final bit done yet. I was actually debating if I wanted to do like some small Arcadia bits tonight, like, or anything, but I don't think so. I did kind of want a little break from Arcadia because obviously we have this. We've been doing Arcadia for how many weeks? Come on. There it is. My elbow, or my wrist needed to pop. How many weeks have we been doing Arcadia? It's definitely not as many as Izakaya was, but we've been doing it for a hot minute. I think we might Opera because that's where my VOD channel is. I do kind of. The only downside is that I won't be able to update this model. I mean, I could theoretically, but there's no real point to me updating this model because Teber's got a new design. I kind of like the new design a bit more, to be honest. I didn't like the previous version we did of it, obviously, but Jesus fucking Christ, I don't care about your goddamn updates, Opera. I just want to freaking look at my creator studio for my VOD channel. So let's see here. 10, yeah. So we had 12 episodes of 12 weeks of Arcadia. That's like, what, 3 months? Yeah. So take a short little break from Arcadia and then I'll try and grind out while recording the final bit. And then I'll obviously ping the Discord with the final episode when I record it and have it. For those that want to see like the finale. Because I will obviously voice act like the final lines if there's any dialogue at the end, which there's dialogue at the end of every other boss, so there should be. And I don't know what other achievements I really have in Arcadia. I have the other... Oh, I guess it's just endings. And then Karma Police, which is lose a party member to a reflected attack, which just means that I find someone that has reflect and spam at them. Which is basically, I think, ran and just block and have both, or maybe just have Hisami specifically attack her with fire. Because she'll probably block it each time. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do Thursday off the top of my head. We'll probably actually have our System Shock, because I did say yesterday that I'd do System Shock. I mean, obviously... that's another thing I need to actually finish up achievements on, is, ENS. Green Barbecue. Which one of them is an RNG chance, so it's basically just me freaking leave the game running while I, go and freaking do whatever. The other one requires me to kind of cheese my way through, in a way. Because it's get through the jumping puzzle in front of the toilet. And I thought that Alt F4ing would work, just like be able to quickly jam my way out and then be able to retry, but no, it is like the instant that you fall off, it's right into an autosave. It is rough. Also, apparently the bureaucracy problem is worse. For those keeping up with the bureaucracy story, Nami has filled out the form for getting the GPU 3 different times, and they still aren't doing shit. I am this close to goddamn baseball batting my way in there. I do still have to think on what exactly, because today was Kraka's 2-perversary. I need to figure out what exactly I'm doing for her anniversary. Yesterday I had 2 ideas. I thought all night on which one to go on to, and then ended with 3 ideas. So who knows? But yeah, hopefully Thursday we'll be doing our System Shock 2, starting our System Shock 2 playthrough, and watch me be correct in exactly why I wanted to put it off. Granted, if I'm correct, that means that bureaucracy finally fucking worked, and I can finally actually get my new PC. What did I hit in order to... When did I hit 2? When did I hit 2? What? Oh, I know what it was. Never mind. I think. Was that what it was? No, that wasn't what it was. What the fuck was that? What did I hit 2 for? What does Enos Supporter Edition cost? $10? If I wasn't saving up money, I would do that because I think that they deserve the support. It's a good game. It's actually got quite a bit of replayability for being free. I have 4 hours in it and I didn't spend a dime on it, so... I'm in ad break. I'll be right back. I gotta pee. Alright. Here's the weird spot that I'm in, though. I don't have a whole lot of... I don't have a whole lot of Toho games in general currently to go through. But I don't have any other really, really long ones currently. I'm hopefully during the summer sale going to get Super Toho RPG, which will be a long form one. But that's $30. I do actually have a long-form game that I could play. Sephiroth is also $25. Let me remove my Be Right Back and remove the slideshow. Devil of Decline is the other game that they made, which is $30. How did you do that? But I do have, because I downloaded it because I didn't realize that Literal was the translator for it. I have did I? Okay, there it is. Healing Nature, which is a fantastic Toho RPG. And I think that that might be one that I move into soon. One thing I do want to do is I kind of want to occasionally do Two Who Tuesday as art days as well, because I do still have the Two Who's 2 draw list. And I haven't drawn like anyone aside from Patchy, Cherno, and Flan in a few years. Which obviously I draw each one of those on their respective days. We have Flan for 4th of July, we have Patchy on 6/9, and we have Cherno on 9/9. Which means I have 2 months until Patchy Day. All you gotta do is feed them the right stuff. They won't try and kill you. They're carnivorous. They're trying to eat you. Feed them better. Believe it or not, they actually like chicken. It's weird because they're technically plant-based, so... feed them more. Look at these little guys up here. Each one of them fat, rotund, incapable of eating me. They cannot fly, therefore they are docile. That one over there, much less so. Ooh, I hope I didn't just freaking delete something that I should have kept. Okay, I didn't do anything wrong. Ain't that the truth? I wind up... I need to find something good for, like, actual lunch to do occasionally. Because what I do have is not exactly the greatest. Not exactly the most... like, it's not bad, but... I don't know. I don't feel like it's exactly the most rounded for my diet. Push that door open, you can do it. I believe in you. Hi, Stinky. Well, sounds like the solution is to stop being a living thing. Embrace robotism. Become the robot. Squish that cat. Squish that cat. Squish that cat. Does not like the squish. Yes, but it would be much more difficult for them to do so. And that's the important part. It really is kind of sad that this model was so short-lived. I mean, there's a lot of things that I really feel are heavily outdated on it, but I really do kinda wish that this got a little more time to be its own. Well, that shed is going to be very clean of pests at the very least. It's like goats, you gotta move them occasionally so that they're in areas that they can constantly clear out the pests. I also need to clean up some of my fucking folder here. What do I even have that I haven't mentioned yet? Let me find the list. I need to update the list that's on in the Discord because it's behind by a bit. Because people would request that in the middle of me doing freaking voices in the middle of an actual like event, and then be surprised when I forgot. What the fuck are these? Those are the script. That's spelled wrong. Where are you? Where are you? That's also wrong. Have we really only gotten up to 29? I thought we were at 30 something. Oh god, did this get fucked up in a failure cascade? Ooh, that could be a problem. Oh, I can't even look in the freaking... Shit, I can't even look in the other folder that I had for this because that got lost. Shit. I mean, that's true. I don't know if you're even in the Discord, so you haven't even read any of the original lore bits. One that I really need to emphasize more and like actually give references for is that Nasu has 4 limb ports in his back. So technically, Nasu can have up to 8 limbs. Which is something that I hinted at when I was filling out the one mural thing. But I keep forgetting to actually put it on the actual character sheet where they're located. I need to adjust Oh, are you in the Discord? Who the fuck is messaging me now? fucking god. To be fair, the Discord does wind up being a lot of just mostly notifications. There's occasionally some yapping that happens, but it's a lot of just notifications. Though, after stream today, I think that I am going to make a couple new channels because I still do need to give people the options to start tossing in votes for a tier list and the speed run and the safe work scab. I also need to sort out some things before anniversary because I am on the final stretch for that. I have like 3 weeks left. Not even like, I can't even classify it as next month anymore. We're in the month that it actually is. And I'm a goddamn fool. Still mad at myself for not realizing until this morning that I had the perfect piece that I could have uploaded yesterday or reposted yesterday. But here we are. But yeah, I'm thinking of maybe we do a few art days for Toho Tuesday. Clean up some of the cleanup, I say. Get a few more of the Toho 2 draw list done. And then we go into Healing Nature. I don't know how long Healing Nature will be. Healing Nature is not exactly a short game. I mean, I have not safe work channels. I don't know if you've requested any of the roles, but I can give you the not safe work role and you can toss it there if you really want to. I'm assuming that if you have not safe work art of your character that you're at least old enough to. Also, you're in both mine and Teber's community, so I would assume if you weren't old enough to get the not safe work role, you would be X-nayed by now. I mean, that's fair. Some people feel that way. If you want it, I can give it to you. Do you want it? There you go. One of these days I'll actually get a bot that does that shit automatically. Currently I figure that people flow in at a reasonable enough rate that I can just manually check it every now and then and go, okay, these people want these roles and these people don't want these roles, so I can just manually do those. And then we have certain people that decide to leave and come back and then leave again, and then they freaking don't have any of the roles and they're surprised when they can't access any of the goddamn channels. Granted, that person's apparently next made from everywhere, so freaking who fucking knows on that? I mean, some people do know. That's the answer. Hopefully, answers will be given if I don't oversleep. Nice. I knew what I asked that just like freaking. Where the fuck is this? That is what happened. I don't know how iPhone photo edit exactly works. I mean, if it works like the Samsung one, then Jesus Christ. We're working... That's like making it in MS Paint, which is impressive. Because I don't think that photo edit does, or has any, stabilization or anything, does it? Like most, standard programs. And I think it also has a limited palette, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. And then obviously you can't import tools like I have my autofill lasso tool, which is a goddamn godsend. Because sometimes the bucket doesn't like to cooperate, so you need something else to work with it. It came out pretty good for it being the first piece. I don't know how much experience you have in like traditional art behind that, but given the tools that were used and it being the first digital piece, it came out pretty good. I mean, for fuck's sake, what is my first digital art piece? What is my first digital art piece? I don't think I have my first digital art piece anymore, actually. It'd probably be in TAT at this point. Friends, studies, maps, height charts, edits. Random quick draws? No. Fan art, maybe? I don't think this is the first one, but it's close, I think. Oh, no. Here it is. This is my first digital art piece. Which is honestly better than some of my actual human art pieces. From back then. I don't know when this was. This was 2017? Holy shit. There's also a big gap in my freaking artworks because in like 2020? 2021? I had an entire year that I just didn't do anything. It had to be 2021. Because that was broken by me making my first ever model. But I've got, like, my old Nasu art is rough. Rough. That's a good way to put it. I don't think I get better at stuff with breaks. I do think that if it's something that I've really, really pissed myself off about, that I will start to just deteriorate on it, getting stuck in my own head. So I have to take a break from it and then by comparison, I start to improve from where I was because I was deteriorating. Like, we got this. This is old Nasu. A very stark contrast. I think the other artwork, is this where... Yeah. An old character that used to be my mascot before I wound up creating Nasu. I don't think I've had anyone... Okay, I haven't had anyone request it. However, when I did draw someone else, since that other person has white hair, a few people came in and thought that it was Nasu with tits. Technically, my first ever fan art that I received of Nasu was Nasu with tits. And not safe for work. It's also tangentially related. It is technically the server image for the Discord. I think it's actually near the top of the cultured channel in Discord. It is not pinned, but I think it is, like, pretty high up in there. Before... Yeah, it was like the first thing after the long gap of no one posting. It was also just as I was getting back into art myself anyway, because there's the violet one. Which I kind of need to redo that violet art piece, because I kind of want to do a redraw of one of my older pieces with like what I've learned since. I don't know what I'd exactly like do a redraw of aside from maybe that. Because some of my art pieces are... eh. I put a lot of effort into some old school projects as well. Not even school projects. There was my first year of doing high school art. We were supposed to draw 2 things of our own choice every week, I think it was. It was 1 or 2 things. I put a lot of effort into some of those. Like the actual projects part, I didn't really... The only real instance I had of that is me and 2 other people had to pick up a lot of slack during an end-of-year project for that year because one of our members was just there to get a free credit so they didn't have to do something else. And they just fucked off about like the whole year, and we're like, I'm gonna go in with you guys for the final project, and we had to outright just like be like, hey, can we just be rated off of the stuff that the rest of us 3 did, because they're not fucking doing anything? Jesus Christ, you did go above and beyond. I remember there was one that I did in like one of my old sketchbooks where it was dumb as hell because a lot of people would skip out on like the weekly thing, so we got put onto a weekly thing that had to have a theme for it or like a requirement for it. And part of it was, and the actual prompts were on a website that didn't fucking work half the time. And it was my fault for having shit internet, apparently. And not knowing what the prompts were for, like, the longest time. Which was fucking stupid, by the way. But that is actually kind of sick. But I did leave public school like a month or 2 into that year? 3 months? Around October. But yeah, around October, left public school that year, and then it didn't really matter in the end. but I still have that old sketchbook. And I really like the cover I did for that sketchbook, but there are certain, like, prompts from that year that I really don't like. I think making your own gravestone would be kind of sick. And it's fucking cheaper than an actual gravestone. Christ knows that I know that. Average gravestones freaking, depending on what material you get and how intensive the engraving is like between 500 and could be up to 2K. But that shit's insanity at times. I don't remember how much either of the recent gravestones, because I've had to pay for both of those, at least partially. I think that a 5-foot-tall marble cock would be hilarious, but I don't know if you would be able to, like, legally do that. I don't know what the rules are on graphic depictions like that. Speaking of which, is... Oh, really? That's cool. Is that glacier penis an actual thing, or is that clickbait? Someone posted an image in someone's server about, like, some dude that had taken a picture of a glacier that had fallen apart in the shape of a penis. And I feel like it's fake. Especially because the person's apparently from Dildo. I forget if it's Canada or England, but I don't feel as if that coincidence is something that just happens. A 97-year-old lady has done that? Honestly, more power to her. That's one way to leave yourself an impression. I have no idea what I'd actually want for, like, a gravestone of my own. It's not exactly something that's ever, like, come to mind. That's nice, at least. It's nice when older folks are chill like that. That's actually really sick. Someone drew Fleshy in freaking Fisher-Price car because of what her marbles on stream thing is. Like, it just has a bunch of statue dicks, or like, I mean, like, carved penises, obviously, not like statues with dicks, because you can just go to Italy for that shit. Shout out to the person that had to go through and figure out whose penis was in the bag and just reattach every penis after the de-dickifying of Italy by whichever pope it was that did that shit. I think that was actually a thing that had to happen. Unless I'm misremembering history. It could be misremembering history. I know that there was a pope that said no more dicks on statues, and so someone had to go through and carve them off. But I don't remember if someone actually had to go around and reattach every one of them. Okay, so no one did actually go through and reattach them. Apparently, they are still just de-dicked. They do, however, apparently still have their nuts. Which is fucking hilarious. Oh, it's not in the US? That's unfortunate, actually. That means I have to get a fucking passport and shit in order to see the park. I really hope that the Fleshling plushie comes out at a time that I can actually afford to grab. Oh right, I'm not allowed to highlight stuff from Mix It Up, it breaks. Alright, let's take a look here. Oh, that's just a dick cannon. Oh, it's in South Korea. I did not expect these to be so detailed. I didn't expect, like, full-on veins and shit. There's statues inside the dicks, there's freaking statues with dicks, there's statues of dicks. People really like the dick cannon, though. People really like the dick cannon. Like, these are dick gazelles, and people are focused on the dick cannon? That's a dick seesaw. Dick henge. This is actual insanity. In the best way possible. That's a view from the dick cannon. Apparently it's popular and busy currently? What a strange incident. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be rating it on Amaya, to be honest. I may just end. Is there anyone that's doing Toho or anything? I'm kind of hungry, so... If there's no one doing Toho specifically, I think that I'll probably just end. how far this person is. They're obviously playing this smart and actually fucking doing the events as they come up rather than like I did when I ran through it. And just holding all the events up for one night and then freaking burning out their voice like I fucking did because I'm stupid. Before we wind up getting into ad, let's start the raid. I'm going to eat and then I'm going to probably, I don't know, roll a die or something in order to figure out what art I'm actually going to do for Kraka's anniversary. That being said, those are the socials. You can join the Discord or follow me on Blue Sky and engage in big things such as when I go live, what I'm going live with, and art like you see in the corner. And like has been advertised a few different times, and like we might be doing next week for Toho Tuesday. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the follows, raids, all that good jazz. And I'll see you guys on Thursday with my actual model. Love y'all. Bye.